Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Eastern Kentucky is saying goodbye to a century-old business due to the march of time. And the Commonwealth is preparing for the once-in-a-lifetime total eclipse next week.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 6 a.m. on Tuesday, April 2nd. And of course, we are in that first alert weather day. So let's go ahead and send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Olivia, there's been signs of this day since late last week. Cam obviously on top of it for sure. And we're looking at possibly all modes of severe weather again late this morning through this afternoon into this evening. Intense downpours with rainfall, like combining words early in the morning, but nonetheless, we do have that opportunity for enhanced hail today, meaning large size hail, winds up to 75 miles per hour, and that opportunity for a few tornadoes. And because of the intense rainfall possible with some of the cells, we do have a flood watch that is also posted for northern Kentucky on into Ohio. In the meantime, it's feeling a bit humid outside. Temperatures in the 60s and yes, lower 70s. The satellite radar composite, we're going to continue to keep an eye on things from Paducah along the Mississippi back toward Arkansas with a piece of energy rotating through the flow. That's just one of the puzzle pieces to come into play regarding the way how the severe weather threat ends up moving through the region during the course of the afternoon to tonight. All right, for today, breaks of sunshine. Breezy, feeling a bit humid. Scattered showers and thunder showers developing late morning, continuing through the afternoon, a high into the mid-70s. More about the 7-day forecast and a look at the satellite radar regional composite. I'm going to go get more coffee. It's all coming up in a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. We have some developing overnight news. There was an officer-involved shooting in Lexington. Lexington Police Chief Lawrence Weathers says officers responded to Regency Point Path around 12:30 a.m. for reports of disorder with a weapon. When officers arrived, they found a suspect with a firearm. Officials say that's when shots were fired and the suspect was struck. The suspect, a 47-year-old man who was taken to the hospital with serious injuries, later died at the hospital. No officers were injured in the shooting, but that is all the information that we know now, and we will continue to update this story on our website as we learn more. After a century of service, one Pike County business is closing its doors. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more from Pikeville.
My grandfather, that's him out there.
It all started with Shirty.
I mean, you're talking about in rural Appalachia in 1921.
Shirtlift's Laundry and Dry Cleaners was planted in Pikeville in 1921 by the Shirtlift family's personal Indiana Jones, Ernest Shirty Shirtlift.
So there weren't many home washers and dryers, and it was just coming to the region. And when Shirty came into this area and working and saw the need, then
couldn't find anybody to do sweatshirts.
The business held strong through the years, growing in size and reach, seeing generations of families become employees, customers, and friends.
It's fun to work with all the workers. I mean, had formed those relationships with people, and it was a fun place to grow up.
This is just the laundry.
But with a decrease in demand in the Shirtlift specialty, after 103 years, they are hanging up the family business.
That's why I cry so much.
And though Anna Lou Shirtlift feels like she has left some of her regular customers out to dry.
We have customers out all over the county, you know.
Her family says the impact of the space will never be washed away.
it was a part of growing up, but it was a part of becoming a person.
Saying it is just the end of a chapter.
Hopefully it opens up new things. Mom can start doing anything she wants to do.
Not the Shirtlift story. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
The 2024 total solar eclipse is 1 week from yesterday, and people across the country are expected to travel towards the path of totality to watch as it passes through 14 states. While we will only see a partial eclipse in the eastern part of the state, parts of western Kentucky are in that path of totality. And as I am about to explain, it will be a historic moment.
A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes in front of the sun. And if it completely hides it, you get what's called a total solar eclipse.
Monday, April 8th is already shaping up to be one of the sky's most anticipated events, as the moon's shadow will sweep across the United States. But as Perry County resident and astrophysicist Jeremy Wood explains, not everyone will get to view the eclipse in its totality.
The width of totality, as we call it, is about 115 miles long. So if you live within this swath of 115 miles, you will see a total solar eclipse.
In the path of totality, where the moon completely covers the sun, the sky will become dark as if it were dawn or dusk. For those who only experience a partial solar eclipse like we can expect here in the mountains, the sky will appear slightly darker than it was before the eclipse, depending on how much the moon blocks the sun. But Wood says this is not an all-day event.
You're going to get a totality between 1 and 4 minutes, depending on where you live. So it's not going to be completely dark very long, but that's enough. Just even a few minutes of looking at that is just awesome.
And Wood says everyone should be excited because of the rarity. The next total solar eclipse will not be until August 23rd, 2044, only passing through 3 states. And if you plan to view the eclipse in totality or not, it is important to wear proper solar eclipse glasses. Those regular sunglasses will not protect your eyes during the event. Spring cleaning is underway in Harlan County. Starting in District 1, folks are able to drop off unwanted items at several locations within each district for the district's designated week. Judge Executive Dan Mosley says last year's spring cleanup was very successful, and he hopes that continues.
Huge participation last year. More than 500 tons of debris was discarded responsibly through that program, and it's something that we've really tried to focus on through the years. Of course, Congressman Rogers started the Pride program many years ago and encourages folks every month of April to clean up.
Mosley says the event is part of the county's mission of keeping the area clean for everyone. And spring cleaning wasn't the only thing underway in Harlan. The Food City there is celebrating the opening of Starbucks inside the store. Staff, corporate leaders, and county officials gathered Monday morning to cut the ribbon for the store. This is the 7th Starbucks inside one of its stores in eastern Kentucky and 60th for all stores. Food City President and CEO Steve Smith says this has been wanted in the community for a long time.
It's really a convenience. I know it'll be great for the young people, great for the folks that have waited a long time here in Harlan to be able to have a Starbucks, and we're just proud at Food City to be able to deliver a quality coffee and a quality company to the folks here.
Smith says they have created more than 20 jobs with this Starbucks, adding he is proud of everyone involved for the hard work put in. The Starbucks is also equipped with mobile ordering. And officials with the Harlan County Farm Bureau are giving out trees to folks in the community. There are 6 different types of trees given away. President Dustin Minyard says the trees they give out are important to the region by helping feed wildlife, fighting against extinction of some types, and supporting the environment. He adds they want to help support agriculture growth in the county.
So anything that we can do that is agriculture related and to educate the public is a fantastic thing for us to do. So we're just trying to focus on the future, help people understand the importance of woodlands and its health to the ecosystem and ecology. So
he says they are giving out trees on Tuesday as well from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. or until all the trees are gone. Graduating students in the Kentucky Community and Technical College system had their own signing day in Frankfort yesterday. usually reserved for high school athletes committing to a college. Students instead committed to the trade they are going into after college. Matthew Purvis is a graduating student going pro in electrical support.
Just kind of jump into what I've already been doing for 2 years. Electrical support is going to be pretty much the same, but full-time now, so I'm excited to start that.
College officials say they wanted to emphasize commitment to their students. One quote shared at the signing day was, "Dreams don't work unless you do."
So say I promised, I went and I got some more coffee. Anyhow, temperatures this morning, again, 60s and lower 70s across the region, feeling a little bit mild as we broaden the view out. There are a few showers starting to form as you make way back towards 65. This is of particular interest, what's developing around in southwest of Paducah. All the action has been along and north of the Ohio River as we've gone through the last several hours. And as we check out our forecast over the next 12 hours, we get breaks of sunshine today. It'll feel a bit humid and it will be breezy. Shower and thundershower action develops late morning, continues through the afternoon, and a forecast high this afternoon will top out in the mid-70s. More of your hour-by-hour First Alert 7-day forecast is coming up after the break.